Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Can you and I or anyone know how oats, peas, beans, and barley grows?
Ah, delish. Here's my sun oven. It's one of the little ones that sunoven.com sells. The flanges open up like this, and I have this little hex tool, and I stick it right in the hole right there. To keep it from flying around. And looks like the sun's going to cooperate today. Maybe I can get my 350 that I need for doing my cinnamon rounds today. And we're starting at under 100. And this is the cooking tray. You put your food on so it pivots with it. I do have it raised up for elevation purposes because it's still winter. And the sun ovens have a little raising thing in the back that you can do. I also put my sun oven on this large plastic sheet, and underneath that I put a Lazy Susan so I can pivot it on the Lazy Susan to match the sun. Well, an hour's gone by and the bread's risen a little bit. We're going to put it out on a flour board, which happens to be my breakfast bar. Punch it down a little bit. We're going to make cinnamon rounds, so what we need to do is roll this out so we can put our delicious nut mixture, nut and brown sugar mixture in layers. So need to get a rolling pin. Well, here's our dough. It's rolled out sort of square. Now we want to layer up our mix. Spread out that wonderful brown sugar and nut. I spread out my dough and I put the crumbles in it and then rolled it up into this nice log, patted the ends, and then I'm cutting it into 1-inch sections, and these rolls will go inside of the cupcake pan. Because they are just they're too plump today. Oh my goodness, these look good. Yeah, baby. And then this tool here has measurements on it, and you can measure out your dough and cut it like every inch or so. You always want to let them rise a second time. I'm going to have another cup of tea, warm up my microwave, stick these in on racks and let them rise again, nicely covered. Now all these crumbs that we're cleaning up from the table, little bits of flour, little bits of nuts and cinnamon, they don't get thrown out. Try not to throw out anything that has any possible use because you may not be able to get it again. So I made up I recycled a mayonnaise jar, and I wrote yogurt and ice cream toppings. These are good for cookie crumbles, leftover nuts, any brown sugar leavings, anything sweet or crunchy. You know, any dried little pieces of dried fruit or something. You can put it over yogurt, you can put it on or in your pancakes or waffles or over your ice cream, anything like that. And that way they don't get wasted either. Well, here are the cinnamon rounds, and they're done off their second rising. Just look at the size of that. They're absolutely huge. So I'm going to have to transfer some over to a second sheet for them to cook. And I transferred the small ones over to the other oven because it turns out the sun oven is at 300 right now. So I'm going to rush these out to the sun oven and then cook these conventionally, the other ones. Not quite 300, maybe like 275. So it's going to take a little while for the solar oven rolls, cinnamon rounds to get done. We'll just let them sit there for a little bit. We have supervision here. There's our cinnamon rounds ready to go in the oven. These are supposed to cook for 17 minutes at 350. So it's going to be a little bit different story for the sun ovens. I'm going to set my timer for the sun oven for 24. Double that, but I'm going to go out in between there because you don't want to cook it too long just because it's in a sun oven. Here's the conventional rolls. They're about halfway done, a little bit more than halfway. Here's the solar oven rolls, about the same time. Temperature is just above 250, 265. So it's going to take longer for these to get finished up. The sun keeps going in and out of clouds today. But they are cooking, they're just cooking more slowly. Got some nice drizzle of the topping come down through here and over here, so the sun is cooking them. Okay, cinnamon rounds are done on the conventional. They look absolutely delicious. Well, let's see here. The temperature is 250 now, and the sun is pretty much behind cloud. This has been double the time from the conventional that it's been in there so far. No, I would say not done. I'll set it for another 10. Here's the sun oven rolls. Taste test. Let's see. Take one of those out of there. Woo, they're hot. Yeah, I would say that if you're going to cook a regular cinnamon roll, a cinnamon round in the conventional for 17, you want to at least triple that for the sun oven. Well, good morning. This is the next day after our cinnamon roll bake, and I had to cut the baking on the sun oven short because it was taking longer because the sun was going behind clouds all the time and wasn't really warming up the sun oven like it's supposed to. Hi, Bucky. I put the cinnamon rolls in the sun oven again today. Brought them out of the fridge and put them in the sun oven again today. But it feels very warm on my hand. Yeah, it looks like about between 200 and 250. And there are the cinnamon rolls in the sun oven. Now I can tell by the feel of these are done. The nice thing about a sun oven, you can't burn something in a sun oven regardless. A little piece of it. Ooh, that's hot. Let's see how it looks here. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get these out of here now and take them in the house. So there you are. Ooh, that's hot. Get the glove on here. Cinnamon rolls in a sun oven. Well, cinnamon rounds, actually. There we go. Oh yeah, Munchie's coming.
Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Can you and I or anyone know how oats, peas, beans, and barley grows?